This week, a Toronto blockchain firm may have named John McAfee as their chief security officer.
Crashing apps could cost retailers millions on Black Friday.
And how to grow your margins in the cloud. My name's Alex Radu.
And I'm Mudeeha Yousaf.
And this is IT World Canada's weekly update. So just to hop right into it, Mudeeha, our first article today, which was written by Brian Jackson this week, is about John McAfee, who you may have known as the founder of McAfee Antivirus. And he is now supposedly the chief security officer of the Equibit Development Corp in Toronto. They're a blockchain corp, or EDC, as some people are calling them. And so they're saying that he's their new chief security officer. The drama comes in which he's saying that he's not their chief security officer. So we've had these conflicting reports all day. And it's turned into quite some drama in the tech industry, with McAfee and his wife going to Twitter and going on a little bit of a profanity-laced tirade to go along with it. But that kind of ties into some of the controversial past that you might know about.
Yeah, wasn't he a former Belize fugitive?
Yeah, so that's one of them. He's gone on a few YouTube videos talking about his former company in not the greatest light, and he's definitely been a polarizing figure in this industry. And so the original statement by EDC is as follows. John's primary role will be one of an internal auditor, and in keeping with industry best practices, he will be reporting independently to the board. He will be conducting regular penetration testing of our software and infrastructure. If he finds anything, EDC will of course move to remedy the situation as quickly as possible, end quote. So that's a pretty standard job description for John, which he states is the exact same job description that he has with 31 other companies around the world. He gave this statement to Mobile Syrup yesterday. Like many companies who ask for my advice, I give it freely. Equibit wanted a more formal arrangement where they could call me from time to time for advice, the same as I do for everyone. They asked if they could title me Chief Security Officer. I told them they could title me King as far as I was concerned. At no time did they offer me money, nor at any time did I ask for any money, end quote, said McAfee. So he's not afraid clearly he's not afraid to go out and speak against this, and it'll be interesting to see if EDC, what EDC comments. They have yet to comment as of the time of the making of this video, and if they actually go to him for advice in the future. It would seem here that the relationship might be over.
Yeah, it's definitely a turn of events. We'll see how this story unravels as the days go on. For
sure. And Mudeeha, you have news about Black Friday, actually, which is written by Eric Wood.
Yeah, that's right. So Thanksgiving is only one of two major holidays going on this weekend. Black Friday is coming at a close second as shoppers eagerly wait to cross off items on their shopping list. The only difference now is more shoppers are turning to their mobile phones and going on mobile apps to do their shopping instead of actually physically visiting a mall. Eric actually wrote that mobile research firm Apptelligent has reported that nearly $300 million in revenue are at risk to app crashes on Black Friday. The mobile research firm reports that the number of returning customers falls to 55% if the app crashes. And to get this number, they took the total amount spent by mobile shoppers on Black Friday from last year's numbers, divided that by the total number of mobile shoppers, and arrived at $60 per person. There were 15 million mobile shoppers last year alone, so if the app crashes, roughly 5 million people will abandon Black Friday shopping on their mobile device, maybe even millennials.
Well, as a millennial myself, and I think you could attest to that as well, if an app that I'm using this Friday crashes, I probably won't be going back to it.
Exactly. Well, this will actually set the retailers back a hefty $300 million if it goes through, so that's quite a hunk of change.
Okay, and Black Friday is getting more and more important in Canada, so I would imagine this would affect Canadian apps as well.
Oh yeah, according to SAS Canada, nearly a quarter of Canadians plan to shop on Black Friday. I know I will, maybe you will also.
Yeah,
and
I will.
Yeah, it's definitely affecting Canadians as well.
Okay, that's good to know. And lastly, a few weeks ago, I was in Orlando for ConnectWise's IT Nation conference, and the big concern there was how MSPs can continue to make money in the cloud, which is a big, it's on the mind of a lot of IT professionals as they're moving forward into almost this new era of technology. And so I came away with three main points The first is that you need to start wrapping different services around whatever cloud offering, whether that's Office 365, Azure, AWS, Google. So for example, the price of Office 365, it's not going to change. You're not going to be able to sell Office 365 to a customer any more than your competitor is going to be able to. But so the way you make money is by selling, on top of that, you bundle a security option, a backup option, a networking option, something like that. And that's how you're going to be able to make money. The second is going to be is trust. Customer satisfaction is becoming really important in this industry because it's not just I'm going to come in, set up this server, and if nothing goes wrong, hopefully you're not going to hear from me for 3 years until 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, until you need a new server. And that's different now because with the cloud, especially with recurring payments, you are almost always going to be a part of their business. And it's really easy for, if your service is bad, for them to move to a new company. It's kind of like when telephone providers were able to kind of almost take customers away from their competitors because if they wanted to switch, you can still keep your phone number, which makes it really easy to just switch at almost a moment's notice. So it's almost the same with the cloud. You have to make sure that your customers, your clients, your partners, they need your service, they enjoy your service, they like your service, and then they'll stay.
Right.
So then the third component is almost becoming more of a consultant or a partner in these businesses. And you need to not just look at the technology anymore, you almost need to look at the business and see how the cloud and how your services that you're providing are going to change the business and help them in their business. And by doing that, you become a part of their business plan and a part of their steps moving forward. And that's also how you continue to make money, because you're going to continue, as you become a bigger part of their organization, you're going to be needed more, and that's where you're going to find some more revenue.
Okay, thanks, Alex. I think that's all the time we have for today. Join us next week for our top 3 stories, and thanks for watching. I'm Mudeeha Yousaf.
And I'm Alex Radu. Have a good weekend.